often asked, Fati, why are you in the public service? And for me, my inspiration and my reason for being in the public service is my mom. My mom is really my role model because she's one of those strong administrators. She kept on saying, you have to do things that will touch lives, Fati. You should go to the public service. And, I was doing well in my private sector. And before I went for a holiday, before I came back, she kind of said, I've applied for you. Just go and just test it and see. I didn't think I would stay. But the honest truth is that you touch lives and you make a difference and you are doing something worthwhile. As a public servant, there are a lot of challenges. It's not easy. For me, it's the biases, it's the stereotypes, it's the unfriendly policies here and there. Sometimes it's also the public perception. When they see you public servant, you don't know anything. But when you talk, I tell them, I say, you don't know administration and you don't know work until you're a public servant. I would say I have actually made tremendous contribution to my country. I've been lucky to be part of the team that have consistently worked in the anti-corruption space and in the National Anti-Corruption Strategy itself, in the steering group that developed the POCA Act, in the interagency task team, that's in the anti-corruption interagency task team. And of recent, I have also been representing my organization and Nigeria at the UNCAC, that's United Nations Convention Against Corruption. So I have contributed remarkably in that, which you can say it will translate to reducing corruption. I've almost become a mentor in my office. And for any girl I see really in the public service, and I say, are you in the public service? Yes, I am. So what are you doing for yourself? Because you really, when you're at a lower cadre, you have time. And that's the time for you to improve yourself. And my advice for any young public servant is that you really, really need to invest in yourself. You can't underestimate that. Professional courses, you can certificate courses, upskill yourself. Because if you are skilled and you know what you are doing, nobody can come and tell you, you've done wrong, because you're confident in yourself. You have to be confident as well. Whether we like it or not, the female person, the woman has her own set of traumas that are different, that men don't even understand. And so I always say you have to be very, very confident. You have to be diplomatic. You have to have emotional intelligence. It's not everything that you react to. Build yourself, be confident. And finally, just know, have a goal, have a purpose. Balance, work-life balance. Because, I have a few people that will come and say, so we admire you. How have you been doing it that you are like? And I said, look, you have to have a work-life balance. Because you have to balance it. I'll reference my mom again. She always say, listen, you're not just a daughter. You are a wife. You are a mother. You are a sister. You have multiple roles to different people. And she said, just because you're 100% a mother, you can fail as a daughter, and you can fail as a friend. So therefore, you have to make sure that you balance it. Don't worry about the naysayers. People would always talk, especially in the public service. They talk, but it's everywhere. Let's be honest, even in school, they talk. So you have to develop a thick skin because you know yourself and you know your worth. That's my advice. The 2025 theme of the International Women's Day is Accelerate Action. And I just had a webinar in my office. I introduced it for the first time, and the women were so happy and very, very grateful because we haven't had it, but we have a new chairman now who is a he for she. So I guess that is part of the accelerated action, to have the men on your side so that the policies will favor us. Really, for me, the number one thing is the he for she. Bring the men onto the table. Get them as mentors, get them as sponsors, join associations. And so we need to accelerate action by literally getting everyone involved now. We're not fighting you, please, come and join us. That's all. For me, I think let's just toe the diplomatic path. And so let's accelerate action and get all these policies moving to support the women.